Believe you can and you will. Good morning, dear children. So today something new. Table creation of table we have learned in the previous class, and now today table properties using CSS. Okay, this is something new to you. CSS means cascading style sheet. Okay, what is this cascading style sheet? Cascading style sheet means all the formatting features of the table will be stored in one file, means inside one tag. Internal CSS will use. In that tag, all the formatting feature, whatever you want to apply for the table, will be stored inside that tag, and that will be applicable to all the tables defined in the web pages. Okay, that's the benefit of using CSS. So how to use that CSS? CSS are actually of three types. Okay, inline CSS there, internal CSS there, and external CSS there. So today we'll use internal CSS. Okay, and in internal CSS we will use a tag that is known as a style tag. Okay, and that style tag always define inside the head tag. Clear? So how to define? Internal CSS allows us to define the style for a single HTML page. It is defined using the style tag in the head section of the HTML page. So how to write? Inside the head style tag you will define table. Suppose we'll study about tables. So table tag I have taken. Table, this will be a tag name or selector. You can define the style for your heading also, H1, H2, H3. You can define style for your paragraph also. But today about table. Okay. So this is your table property and this is your value. Clear? And similarly, a property, then colon, then its value. This way we will write. Okay. So what are the properties we will read and what are the values? Let us study. Border property will read. Okay. So how many border property? The border property in the style tag is used to define table borders. It defines three aspects of the border. One is your border width, border style, and border color. Okay. Width means set the thickness of the border, and that is decided in size in centimeter, pixel, or PT. PX stands for your pixel, PT stands for your point, or thin, medium, or thick. Either means any value you can give for your width. Style defines the kind of border: dotted, dash, solid, double, group, ridge, inset, outset, non, and hidden. Okay. Then color sets the color of all four sides of the border. Okay. Color name, then red, blue, green, pink, etc. Any color you can give. Okay. So these three properties can be set to the border of the table. Okay. Then other property, border collapse property. What is collapse property? The border collapse property in the style tag can be used to create single border for the table cells. Okay. And this border property are of two types. One is your separate and one is your collapse. Okay. If you will use separate borders for each cell will be created, and if you will use collapse, single border for the cells will be created. Clear? Next, padding property. Actually, what is padding? Padding is the distance between the table and the cell and the cell contents. Okay. The padding property helps to define the space between the cell contents and their borders. Since the table contents are present in TH and TD, that all of you know, the padding property can be declared for these two elements in the style tag. Means for TH and TD, you can use padding property. Okay. So it can be given, you can give the value in length or you can give it the value in percentage. Okay. Specifies the space between the cell contents in centimeter, pixel, or points, or percentage it will give, specifies the space between the cell contents in percentage, the element in which it is used. Okay. Then height and width, which is used to increase the size of the table, is used to set the height and width respectively of an HTML tag. Using these properties, we can set the height and width of the table header, and table data. Okay. These properties take values in centimeter, pixel, or percentage. The text align property is used to set the horizontal alignment of the text. You can align the text in table head or table data to either left, right, center or justify. By default, the text in the table header is bold and center aligned, and the text in table data is left aligned. And if you want to change, you can go to the align property. Then the vertical align property is used to set the vertical alignment of the text in a table header and data. You can align the text to top, bottom or middle. Okay. So these are the properties. Now let us see how we'll use these properties. Unless until you see the practical, you can little bit difficult to understand. So let us see how to do. Okay. Very easy and interesting also. So as usual, open our notepad. Okay. We'll write HTML. Then head. Inside this head, we'll define the style tag. Okay, and all the formatting features for any element, means any element of the table, will keep inside the style tag. Okay, so for table, write table like this. This is the selector, or you can tell element. Give a curly brace. Okay, suppose first I will write for the border. Okay, suppose border. Okay, then write, give colon. And what type of border I want to give? I want to give 1 pixel border, then solid. Okay, then suppose red color border, colon give and close it. Okay, now close style tag. Only one property. I will show you one by one all the properties. Then close head. Let us skip to small tables, just like table here. Okay, then first tr started. Suppose here one th I have taken. Try to understand. Small table I am taking. Okay, this is the first row, heading row of the table, tr. Then another tr started. Okay. Then close this tr. One table I have created and table tag. Okay, now I'm saving so that part by part I can show you. We are going to any file name you give with the extension .html. Okay, save it. Now let us see the output. Just a table and one red color border. I am going to here add another table here. They are used for your line break. I want to give some space between these two tables. That's why giving. Okay, then another table. Okay, here suppose tr. TS stands for your table heading. This you know how to make. Just simple table, two tables I am taking. Okay, let us see what output. So now two tables are there. You can see in the screen, two tables are there. And in these two tables, red color border is there. And you can see here just inside the style tag I have defined, the border will be 1 pixel solid and red color border. Okay, that means whenever I will make a table, and here you see there is no border I have defined here, and for the second table also no border defined. That means how many tables are defined in the web page, this web page, all the borders of the tables will be like this. That's why we are using CSS. All the formatting features will keep in the style tag. Clear? If you want, you can keep a body here, no problem. Okay. So suppose I want to change here. If you want, suppose I want 5 pixel border. Instead of solid, suppose I will make it dashed border. Means we have read all the properties, no? Color, width and style. So suppose it is blue color. Changing and showing you. So this is your border width. This is your border style and this is your border color. And save it now. Okay. Now see the output, what changes happen. So both the table, the border change. So this way you can store your formatting properties inside the style tag, and that will be applicable to all the elements of the to the element to which the property will store in the style tag, to that element it will be applied. We have stored it for a table. So whenever we are defining a table in the web page or writing codes for the table, this will be applicable. Is it clear? So now next properties will go. Okay. So one more property will add here, you see. After border, so next one is your border collapse property. Border collapse, add a single border to all the cells. So it will be applicable to not only table, it will be applicable to your table head also and table data also. Okay. So that means this border collapse property will be applicable to these 3 elements at a time, to the table head and to the table data, all the cells. So write border collapse. Okay, you can see the change. So suppose I am writing here collapse. What changes will happen? See, before also you have seen the table. What happened here? Lines, inside lines came. So let me change it to solid so that you can see instead of dashed border. Okay, inside borders appeared. Okay, so that means if you want inside borders for all the cells, for the table also, and for all the row table heading also, so you will write here th, means this border collapse and then the value is collapse. Okay, next we'll go for that is ear padding. Padding means what? The distance between the table border and the table cell contents. Clear? So for that, let us make it. Okay. So for TH and TD, because data is stored in table heading and table data. Okay. It is not applicable to the whole table. So for this, to which element you want to apply, that element you will write. Okay. Not for all. So next it is your padding. Padding in you can give in pixels, in points or in centimeters. Okay. So let us give me in suppose 25 pixel. PX stands for your pixel. Then close this. Now where it will be applied? For table head and table data. Save it. Come here and see. So this is your distance. You see the table border and the table data, some distance created. Okay. This was you can use your padding. Clear? Now come to the height and width. Okay. So height and width will be used to, you can use for any element. You can use for a table also. You can use for a table element also. Let us here you write in a table for the whole table height. Then write here. It can be given in your percentage also and in your pixel and points also. Suppose I will write here 100 pixel. Table height will be increased by 100 pixel. Save. Okay. Table height increase. If you want more, then give more value and you can see the changes. Suppose I have given here 500. 5. Save. Okay, this way. This table size will be increased. You can see here both the table size increased. Okay, height increased. And if you want, you can give for the width also. Let us make it 200 and then width. Okay, width also suppose 100 pixel. Height and width both of the table you can change. So you can see now the changes. Both the tables, see, height and width changed for both the tables. Means one time we are defining the property and it is applicable to the tables. Two tables, if you will define here, you will add 3-4 tables also, the same property will be applicable to all the tables. That is the benefit of CSS, or you can tell style tag. Clear? So this way this height and width you can apply for TH and TD also. Okay. Next come to what is alignment, text alignment property. Okay. Let us come to this TH and TD where data is there. Text alignment, text hyphen alignment. Left alignment is the default. Okay. So I am making it to right so that you can make difference, you can see. Text alignment. Okay. Come to the, okay. So it will be right side. Padding is there. That's the distance created. It will be moved to the right side. Similarly, you can give to the center also, and you can left is your default alignment. Okay. Another one is your, that is your vertical alignment. Okay. This vertical alignment we can suppose I want to use for only TD. So use for TD. Here vertical alignment will be your top, bottom. Okay. Vertical. Sorry, it is not alignment, it is align only. Okay. Suppose I am right clicking her button. Give value here. See, the data you see, it comes to the TD I have given, not to TH. So first row no change is there. Only TD given, so that comes to the button. The second table also you see, the data comes to the button. If you want to apply the first row also, then you can write this property, vertical align button. Or you can write here by putting comma also, it will be applied to TD or TH also. Okay, so this comes to the bottom. If you can make it to the top also, and you can make it in the middle also. So if you want it make to the top, then instead of it is bottom, let us change it to top and see what change is happening. Okay, data move to the top. So this way you can apply the table properties. These all properties are in your book syllabus, so that all I have shown. And if you have any doubt, you can ask in the doubt class. Okay, and you go through the video properly so that you can understand how I have added the properties and how the changes appeared in the tables. Okay, so you pause the video and see one by one I have added for your better understanding. Still, if you will not understand, doubt class you can ask, or you can send me message in the campus care. Okay, and read the book properly. Theories whatever given in the beginning, that also you read. That will be first make your concept clear. Then come to this notepad program. See the line by line I have added the properties, and that property how it reflected in the web page that you see. Okay, and hope you will understand. Thank you all. Have a nice day.